everyone, welcome to Woolen Women Wednesday. I'll wait for people to join. Hi Donna, welcome to Woolen Women Wednesday. To get you, so I'm in my new studio and trying to get you situated. And we're waiting for Sammy. I have steam in front of me. I'm getting a nice facial here. Yarny Shenanigans, hi. Curator of the Yarn Hoard, hello. Hi, Sammy. Hi, Karen. So we're waiting for Sammy. We have a really interesting winner today for the cafe, and we have some announcements of things that are going to be coming out, so that's exciting. I have my cup of tea myself. I'm drinking some oolong. So I've turned off my dehumidifier because it's too loud. It's back there. It's that big thing right there. Hi everyone. So I guess while we wait for Sammy, I'll just tell, oh hi Beth. I'll just tell, for anybody that's new, Woolen Women Wednesday is a featured live event every Wednesday by the Woolen Women, and we take custom orders. And if you know us, we take custom to a new height. We're featuring the Woolen Cafe for the fall, in which you put in your coffee or your tea order in very, very good detail, and we make it into yarn, charm, and bag for you. And then it comes with a couple extra goodies in your box set. You can order a DK yarn set or a fingering weight set. If you have another base in mind that you want to switch out to, you can always let us know. And people are having a lot of fun putting in their custom orders. They're writing us some long emails saying what they really picture, and we're hoping that we kind of hit that on the mark. And then it's always fun because every time you purchase, your name gets put into a drawing, and on Wednesdays we pull a name right before we come on, and we make that set live here on Instagram. And sometimes it's fun so that people can see their set made live and kind of put some input in there. So it's a fun new way for creativity, right on demand. You're getting to see it happen. You're getting to see us do and plan all the making while you're live with us. So it's fun. I am in a new location, and you finished your Hocus Pocus socks. That's great. Oh, I want to see them. I want to see them. I did not finish mine. I put the, what heel did I use? Fish Lips Kiss heels in mine. I'm just about finished. Don't forget to enter them in our sock knit along. The hashtag is WWSockKAL2022. And I need to get a charger. I'm in a new location. My boyfriend Jarrett and his foster father helped build the garage so that they could get it in working order this past weekend. So I'm in my new location here in the garage, so I'm excited. It's my new studio, and it's still a work in progress here and there, but it is very functional, and it's been amazing. I have a nice sitting area over there because I post, I do computer work a lot. We've run electric, we had to get lights put up, and then I have a washing station over there. This is all my dyeing station across here. I have a stove that we're going to utilize when we get a gas line run. And then right over here, I mix colors. Fun fact, this is my old baking hutch. I used to bake on here. And so now I'm utilizing it to put colors together. It holds my teapots.
Andrea, which way is better? This way or this way?
Oh, it's always up and down for the lives.
Okay.
Yeah. How you doing? You look good.
Well, I almost went blind putting on mascara, but I'm here.
I know. So I said you look good.
Look at it.
But is a hat not socks? It doesn't count for the... Oh, you did a hat. Okay, yeah. So for the knit along, it doesn't count. I forgot you were doing a hat out of your socks, and I remember saying I do that too. Not for this one, but we're going to be having a knit along come up through, I think it's like December on, and we're going to be doing mittens, hats, and a bunch of other accessories sort of knit along, so stay tuned for that. So I still want to see your gorgeous Hocus Pocus hat. She made a Hocus Pocus hat, Beth.
Ooh.
Okay, so do you want to announce the winner? Sam, do you want to announce? You have it written down. Do you want to kind of read off what it is?
Andrea Shea is our winner today. And she got it's kind of a mixture of a cold and hot drink of like the same like drink. It's a matcha drink, a matcha tea with French vanilla oat milk, lavender accents, and she wants her yarn heavily speckled, and she wants a fern like latte art in her foam. Hey Andrea, you're on here.
Is she on? Oh, awesome. Congrats!
Congrats! Yes, so you're our winner. We absolutely loved your order. Like the whole paragraph, we were reading it and we were like, oh, we love getting things like this where there's just so much detail, so we can really like be creative and make this come to life. So this is going to be fun.
So Andrea got hers, and I love that we share a name.
I need to.
Andrea got hers on an 80/20 superwash merino nylon sock base. So I'm making it on there. Just for a minute, I got another teacher to cover for me. Okay, awesome. So Andrea, just because you're kind of pressed on time, I'm going to tell you what my ideas are. I'm going to do exactly as you described with the swirling thing. So I'm going to pour on your matcha green tea. Now the cold drink is like a mix of it's like that earthy but bright matcha color. She's in Montana. I know. I always wanted to go. I watch that show Big Sky Country, and I watch the Travel Channel has it a lot. I love it. But sorry, off track. I'm going to swirl on that green, and then I'm going to swirl on that French vanilla you were talking about. It's going to be like an off-white, like vanilla bean color.
Yeah, think oat milk.
Yeah, I'm going to leave a little bit of that natural white in the yarn, too, for the oat milk and the sort of like the froth you get on top. And then I'm going to do a lavender speckle. And the mini, I haven't decided what the mini should be. Because as I'm talking about this, like, I could picture your swirl that you described, but now I'm trying to picture the mini. Do you want a lavender mini, or do you want an off-white vanilla bean mini, or maybe a darker green? What do you think?
I was looking up the dessert.
Are you looking it up now?
And yeah. So my phone it's like you can do one screen up here with all of us, and then I can look things up down below. It's really cool. So I'm looking up the little dessert. It's like this little roll pastry that's like a longer cinnamon bun looking thing, but it's very toasty and it has like chocolate in it.
Nice. That sounds good. Okay. We'll go. She said it sounds perfect, so I'm gonna play out the mini as I kind of see things go because I'm not really sure yet. But for me, I would have probably did a vanilla bean. How do you make orders like this? Because I was looking at something like a bagel. So if you go on WoolenWomenFiber.com, you can actually. Let me see if I can pin something. Does not. Oh.
Maybe a purple to accent the lavender. Whatever you do is going to be fantastic. Okay. And you're snowing there today? Oh my goodness. I'm in Florida. I'm not snowing at all, like ever.
So I pinned the product to the video so you can actually view the listing. And if you go on WoolenWomenFiber.com, you can shop the Woolen Cafe, and you'll see everybody's order that we've made to date, except for 2 that are going up tonight, which is a plum oolong and a Belgian chocolate. But that one is for a custom order. So when you put your order in, we have a bunch of choices you can pick from. If you don't see a flavor or a choice, you do what Andrea did and write in the notes your perfect coffee order. And then order it, and I'll read your notes, and we'll make it according to that. So you can go on and either use our suggestions, or you can just write those notes and say, hey, I didn't see you have this. because Andrea got a really interesting bakery item. What was her bakery item called?
I don't know how to say it. I want to say a pan de chocolate pastry, but I am sure I butchered it.
I think that's good. And then, so that wasn't an option on there, but she wrote it in the notes. We look it up, and the fun part is it kind of throws us for a loop because we look it up exactly like 5 seconds while we're on here, so we have to try to make it on demand, which is pretty funny. It goes wrong or it doesn't. Most of the time it goes right, so it's fine. They had a French exchange student who introduced them to pain de chocolat. It's my new favorite. I've heard of it. It's like a pastry with drizzled chocolate. Is that what it is? Like a pastry with drizzled chocolate?
It doesn't have drizzled chocolate. It actually has chocolate sticks or shavings in it, depending on where you get it. Oh, Andrea, I actually have to print something for our seal, and if it kicks me off, I will be right back.
Okay. I'm going to make a custom green, and I'm actually moving you over to my little mixing station to see if I can get that on camera. Might actually be better if I do it this way. So I got a little mixing station going on here. Like I said, this is my old baker's hutch. We're still kind of in the middle of organizing everything, but just wanted to show you. I have a custom green, and it's called Granny Smith Apple Green. And that's already one that I want to add to. And I love my custom colors because I jar them and then I always put the cute little name on there. But I want to add to this green, even more so than it already is. This is like a more earth-toned green. So I think I'm going to mix these two. And then I'm also going to take, if I need to subdue it a little more, I'm going to do a brown. Brown will like bring down that tone a little bit. So we're going to mix that up. Remove screen share, losing part of Sam. So you lost Sam because she went out to print. So Sammy, you may have to come back in because I can't see you anymore either.
Okay, I'll be back.
Yeah, I think it's because she exited the video on her phone to print. So she'll be back in a second. She just had to print something for the wax seals that she pours. So I'm going to mix this up. I lost her once before. It's like a new thing Instagram is kind of doing, where I'm not seeing her sometimes. And then she has to go out and come back in. So it's interesting. Okay. So I'm going to use quite a bit of this brighter one. So cold matcha green tea has this like, you know, really nice brighter green. But then it's also a bit subdued in some pictures. So we're going to try to get like in the middle of what that would look like. In the middle of the spectrum, so to speak. Okay, Sammy is back. Okay. Hi, Tone. All right. There she is.
I'm back. Sometimes I forget to print these before the live. This is the coupon code, and you're going to see your wax seal made. And we're doing, it's so funny that you have lavender in your order because we're actually going to sprinkle on dried lavender onto your seal because this is a tea. Hi, babe.
A teaspoon.
Hope you're doing well at work. I love you. My person came on. Oh, thank you for the follow. Okay, so I'm going to head this down now so you guys can see what we're doing. This tripod's hard to work. I love you too. I'm going to make this French pastry today. I'm excited about the pastry.
With Andrea still on, did you think about what you like, what you would like to name your set?
Andrea, could you go in and remove this person, please? That's completely inappropriate. Normally I don't, but you're going to need to remove them.
Okay. see if I know how to do that.
Sorry, I normally don't say nothing, but that was inappropriate, so.
Yeah, I removed one earlier, too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Still have screen share. Oh, still have of how to order, don't see it anymore. Okay. Let me repin it.
Back to work. Okay, I love you.
Bye, Tone.
All right, so we're making the wax seal, and I picked, look at these matcha colors, right? There's the matcha. There's the oat milk, okay? And over here, we have some other colors that would be associated with matcha, because I was looking at matcha, and it actually has different grades of matcha. There's ceremonial, there's culinary, there's all these different ones, and there's also like a Japanese version, and I believe a Chinese version. So matcha can come in so many different shades. So
Beth, let me
put a
see
couple
that
in there.
now, okay? I
Huh?
repinned it. I was asking Beth if she can see it now. Don't need to see it anymore. Oh, okay. She wants me to remove it. Let me remove it. I didn't understand what she said the first time. Okay. Did it remove now? It should be off there now. I think it takes up part of their video at the bottom for you.
Oh, yeah,
It does.
yeah.
Yeah, so I think I removed it now. Let me know if that's better.
We have our wax seal, which is special for the cafe. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to press this wax seal out once I find my lavender. Yes, it helped. Okay, good, Beth. Thank you for joining. We love having you. Okay.
Okay. I think I got a matcha color that I like. Let's test it out and see what it looks like.
There's our pour. Ooh, look at all those matcha colors.
Okay. What do you think of this matcha color?
Oh, I like that. Let me show you the color I'm about to use in a minute. Let me just get this lavender on here before our wax dries.
I am having oolong today. I recently got back into oolong.
That plum oolong has my heart. You got to try an actual plum oolong. I'm having to check in intermittently. I will watch the whole live later. Maybe it could be named something related to Montana so people will know we love yarn, art, and matcha here. Sounds wonderful. And yes, we will be reposting this so you'll be able to watch.
Let me turn this so we can get a view. So we still have construction on this wall to do, but that's okay. For now, I'm very excited. I'm excited with the lighting in here, too. I feel like it's very nice. We got natural lighting, which has been pretty great. And it doesn't skew the color at all because it's a natural...
Look at this matcha oat milk seal.
Oh my gosh, it's great!
Right with the lavender, though. This is exciting. I do love
like
when they're on theme. I know. I love when they're on theme.
Really on theme. I love it. I'm gonna actually move this around here, and then I'm just gonna turn up the heat a bit because we have stopped simmering. I would like it to continue to simmer. Okay, and then I will move you down. There we go. How does that look? Good?
Yeah, that looks good. The lighting is great. It really shows true color.
So here's this. Let me show you a little spot of the matcha.
Oh, that looks brilliant. I'm in love with this.
I think it looks great. To me, that's like, so I was telling them, I mixed my Granny Smith Apple Custom Green with a more earth tone green, and then I toned it down with a brown because matcha's like earth toned, so the brown just kind of makes sense.
I feel like I want to mix these two colors. I did these two colors to see what they would look like, but I feel like it needs to be a mixture of both of these.
You know, it's funny with the cafe, I find myself...
Oh no, this matches you. I'm going to use this one.
I find myself pouring colors way more than I ever do. I normally place it with this dropper thing and like really paint, but for some reason like coffee. Well, I guess you would pour coffee and it makes me want to swirl it. So that's what I do. For some reason, that's just how it ends up. Okay, I'm going to leave just this much green, partially because we're going to get some lighter greens around where this is, but I don't want to create yellow. So I'm not going to spread it out too much. I'm going to mix it with my French vanilla color I'm after, and then I'll add more green after the fact if I feel like it can take a little bit more. I'm going to heat that up. And what are you working on first?
I'm going to be working on the teacup. We just did the wax seal. I'm just getting the colors out. I'm going to try to do a little bit different of a color. This color is called vanilla. I feel like it would make a good cup for the matcha because Andrea wanted you to portray the cold drink of the matcha that they like and me to portray the hot drink. So I was originally going to do mine in a tall glass, but if it's not a cold drink, it has to kind of be in, a teacup.
Okay, that sounds great.
So I'm going to prime my hands and then we can begin making this teacup.
Okay, I got my green going on. I'm heating up some water until I can, because I got to make up French vanilla color. So, do we want to tell them what we might be doing next week?
Oh, yeah. Super excited. We are going to be introducing hot chocolates, and I mean all the different hot chocolates coming up in this November. So we're really excited for that. It's going to really morph the cafe into a place where we're going into the holiday seasons.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. Going to be nice. And there'll be hot chocolates you didn't even know were hot chocolates. I mean, there's white chocolate hot chocolates, peppermint hot chocolates, Belgium chocolate hot chocolates. And we're making them all. It's going to be fun. So yeah, I'm excited about that. We're having a mini set of the peppermint hot chocolate come out that's already ready-made as a box set. That's going to be a great gift for a Yarny friend for the holidays. Maybe if you're treating yourself. Just for the winter season. It's going to be cozy. It's going to be like that classic mint greens with the hot chocolate browns and a little bit of that red in there, right? Because we got the peppermint on both sides, red and the green. So I'm excited about it. It's going to be a fun one. I think it's going to be a fade. I feel like it needs to be a hot chocolate fade.
Right? Yeah, that sounds great. I think that I'm just excited about these chocolate shavings that I'm going to put on top. I'm going to actually shave them. Just like you would. Really? Yeah, I am.
I love that. That's great. I'm mixing up a French vanilla. I feel like it's a bit too warm toned, so I am going to tone this down as well. I haven't decided which purple I'm going to use.
I'm going to add a sprig of lavender in here in the cup. And she's getting a fern latte art, like a fern art.
Well, I'm doing the cold drink, so I won't have latte art. I think that's going to be for your charm, because cold drinks don't get the latte art. Unless she wants a fern on there, I could totally put a fern. But I think color-wise it might muddy up her colorway, unless I did it in some sort of purple. I'll have to think about that.
So a matcha drink is kind of like a little special in the way that it has foam. So it probably could have one, but I'm sure it is optional, because it is a, yours is the cold version, but it does have a foam no matter what. So it's like a bit different.
Oh. Sorry, I'm just writing down the recipe.
That's our saucer.
Sam, I can't wait to use your new book that you got me.
I know, so pretty, right? I thought of you when I saw it.
Okay, I'm just gonna... Sam got me a new dye book. Okay, I'm not really liking that still. I want more of a vanilla bean. Nope. Okay, so this won't work. I don't want to use this color. I'm going to try something else. I do not like how warm-toned it is.
I'm excited to put the matcha in here. I've waited to do a matcha order this whole time.
Yeah, we get a ton of normal, latte, coffee orders. Nothing wrong with that. They're all exciting. But sometimes when you get a really colorful one, you're like, ooh, I love it.
Three Sisters Knit. Hi, thanks for joining. We're making a matcha drink today, hot and cold. Andrea was our winner today. She's in Montana. We have to think of a witty name that embodies Montana and matcha. Oh, okay, they both start with M. I'm catching on something. Hold on.
Okay, I'm spreading on a tiny bit of like this tannish off-white. I want it to sort of give the yarn a little bit of a French vanilla bean color. Because she wanted vanilla bean swirl. And then she wants purple, so I feel like we might need more green. And then she wants a heavy speckle. So I feel like the green would mix. Don't want too much.
What about Montana Matcha Bliss or something?
Matcha Montana Mountains.
Right? Like I'm going with all these M's. Matcha Mountains. I like that. We're going with the M's. We're going with the M's. I don't know.
I know. I gotta think about this. Okay, I'm thinking of which purple I want to use.
I think I'm going to put a sprig of lavender and vanilla on here.
Montana Mountain Matcha. I love it. See? I'm feeling it.
Oh, I like that one.
Okay, speckles.
So mountainous out there. I know. Oh, I wish I could go.
So she said lavender accents, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is just do a tiny bit of lavender accent here and there. And then I think I'm going to go back in with a different green. And I'm going to do speckles all over with green because Andrea says she loves speckles. And she's so cute. She called them sprinkles, which I absolutely love.
Okay, there's our little cup.
I gave it some accents of purple. And I think what I'm going to do is make the mini the lavender color as well. Because now that it's just an accent, I think that'll pick up good if I do the mini.
I think she said a mini that would complement the lavender color.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think I'm gonna do like a yeah, like a lighter lavender. I don't know if I'll do it. I won't do it dark.
I like the Montana Mountain Matcha. I think Beth's a winner there. I think Beth won, like, the name game right there. Okay. I'm thinking what the next step is. I'm going to put the lavender on the side here. That sounds good, right? I got to write that down. Beth had it. Montana Mountain Matcha. Oh, I like it. Okay, let's get a purple for our lavender. We want it somewhere in the middle of this purple. Okay, down to the bottom drawer with the pasta. Ooh, I found it. And I found my, like, matcha green looking color that I really like. What is this color called? It's called pistachio nut.
Oh, that's funny. I used different pistachios, too, for this one.
Oh, yeah, everyone says they like Beth's suggestion. What do you think, Andrea? Do you like
I thought it was great.
Montana Mountain Matcha?
Yes.
I like it. I think it's perfect.
What do you think of this game?
Oh, I think it's going to look so beautiful. I'm in love with it. These pops of purple are everything.
Yeah, and it has, like, green speckles in it now. She said she loves speckles everywhere, so I did
Yeah,
a good
she used the
amount of
word
speckles.
heavy sprinkles. So, like, really heavy on the sprinkles.
Wondering if I should even go in with another green speckle, but a different one.
I would. Matcha has definitely, like, different tones to it, and I think that's reasonable to say. Hi, Jarrett. Hi, you. We're making our lavender now. We're going in with this color. I think it makes a really good lavender color. This color is actually called Blueberry Shake. It does look like a blueberry shake, huh? But today it's going to be lavender.
I have one that's called Herb Green. And
Hey, buddy, okay? All right.
Hi, Jarrett. I think I'm going to do Herb Green on here, because matcha has that earth tone in there. So now I got that more pistachio type color speckle, and then I'm doing this herb green speckle. It kind of captures both of the spectrums of matcha.
Let's give a different angle.
I'm really liking this. It's going to be a pretty sock set. And I like the lavender accents because I think that's going to come out good for the mini. The mini's going to have that lavender as well, and then it'll be very, very nice. So I added the two spectrums of green in there. I got an herb green, a pistachio green. I got the custom that I swirled. I'm just writing it down.
Lavender is very fun to make. We do each petal individually. And I'm going to actually place this on the side right here. And then up top with the fern, I may do like a vanilla bean strand to bring in that vanilla oat into the charm as well. And we're just going to layer this. As you can see, it starts to create a very lavender-looking plant.
Oh, that looks great.
So we're going to keep going. We need a few more. I want it to be a nice sprig on this side.
So I'm letting mine steam. And then I'm going to do my purple mini. And then I will take all of you up into the craft room, and I'll show you all the extras you get in your box, as well as some of the tea stuff and the coffee stuff. So today will be mostly tea because we have a tea latte, but show you some coffee stuff as well.
Oh, I'm wondering why I can't stop smelling like a lot of lavender. I'm like, you're crazy. I know you're making it, but you shouldn't smell it like that. And it's because I left the bag open.
Well,
A little nauseating after, it's been open for 10 minutes.
it's not the worst smell. It's a good smell. You can
It's
leave
a
the bag
good
open.
smell, but it was like right next to me, and I was like, why is it so strong?
Okay, this goes over here. So if anybody wants to see the making of the studio and a lot of other behind the scenes, we went to Disney World recently and visited Sammy. Woolen Women Fibers has a Patreon. You can join there and you get all of these behind the scenes videos. You get monthly knit nights, monthly yarn commissions for just $10. You get 10% off all products. So like things like this Woolen Cafe, the only people who get percentages off for this are the patrons. So it's a good deal.
Oh, there's our lavender. It looks so good. I love when it comes out good. Okay, that's our sprig. And I'm going to add a little greenery around it as well.
I'm loving the color of the teacup.
Right? It's a vanilla bean color. Really pretty. I didn't want to go with stark white. We did that for our classic Belgium.
What levels? So the bottom level is all the way, I think we have $3 all the way up to about 45. 45 gets you, or 55, I'm sorry. 55 gets you exclusive self-striping yarn, and then $3 all the way at the lowest level gets you weekly vlogs, weekly making updates. $10 gets you behind the scenes. I think $5 actually gets you behind the scenes as well. And all levels get the 10% off, even as low as $3, no matter what, even if you gave $1. You get 10% off all of our products for being a patron, because we know it's extra money and, you're generous. We like to give it back to you as well, so 10% on all of that. But yeah, there are levels at $10 that you get monthly yarn commissions, which are 3 10-gram minis. $45 gets you the self-striping yarn that we only do for patrons, and then $55 gets you the self-striping plus the minis every month.
Look at that lavender.
It looks amazing. I
love it.
I love it. I love the lavender color up against that teacup color. It's great.
I thought it would go perfect.
Yeah, so all tiers get weekly vlogs and weekly blogs of making updates. $5 behind the scenes. $10 you get knit nights. So there's a lot going on over there.
Nights.
Yes, and there's a lot going on over there. We've met some amazing people on there too. Some people that have really we were all going to go to Rhinebeck together, and then Mommy got sick, so we couldn't go. But we had a thing booked, and we were going, and we've gone before last year with some patrons, and it was so much fun. But our knit nights are pretty fun too. We spent an hour chatting about our patterns, showing things off. Sometimes you can even get some knitting help, which is kind of cool. And then you get to hear about everybody's happenings and what's going on. We have one that's doing a brewery. She just bought a brewery, and I get a lot of sciencey people, Beth. I get a lot of people that are still in industry or in the business, and I get a lot of people that are retired from whether it be teaching or industry. Knit Night changes. We take a poll on Patreon, and whatever works best each month is what we do.
I'm really excited about Beth's suggestions for the fat-handled big mugs. I'm going to use that with the hot cocos. We're going to see those, Beth. She said, oh, yeah, the Knit Night changes. Yeah, it does. Yeah, the poll is good, though. It gives everybody a chance to, put their availability in.
Yeah, and we try to, I had one lady, she's a teacher, and she requested to have it a little later that month. So we accommodated for that. So we try to get everybody getting in, if you miss one month, we try to get you in the next month. It gets hard with time zones, but we give 3 dates. all the Woolen Women usually attend. So my mom's on there most of the time. Sammy's always on there.
Sometimes I'm a half an hour late, but I promise I'll get there.
She gets there. All right, I want to do this really lightly, so actually I don't even know if I'm going to do it the way that I just tried to. Let's see. I'm actually going to, so I was about to use and actually just put the dry dye into the pan and then mix it up, but I think I'm going to have to use a diluted solution of this because I don't want it to be too dark, and purple can really be dark. Like, you'll put a tiny bit of purple in and it's like super purple. Generally, what time? Anywhere from 4 to 7 Eastern Standard Time. 4 to 7 p.m. It's usually at night. Most of them are around 5 in the middle. And then we'll have those outliers that are at like 7 if somebody needed to really make it. But normally it's like 4 to 5. Okay. We should have a public knit night coming up soon. Some point. Sammy will have to pick a date for that, for our knit along and just out for the public. We haven't done one in a little bit.
We don't, have you had it this week, Beth said. They're not necessarily weekly.
No, they're monthly. You get one a month on Patreon, because they take time to vote, and then we have one a month where we all meet. We had one last week, so we'll have another one in November. So it should be coming up probably mid-November. We want to do it before Thanksgiving, so that one will be coming up in the next 2 or 3 weeks. So I did 2. I'm questioning if I should do another tablespoon of this or not. I'm going to put it in there and see what it looks like.
Ooh, this is coming out good. It was giving me trouble right there. I got it. Yeah, that handle was quite rebellious. It's on there now.
I wonder if I should speckle the mini a little bit.
So there's our cup. See that lavender in there? Let's push.
Okay, so this is going to be too light, I think.
All right, and now we can work on our fern art on the inside and our matcha. So we're going to mix the colors for that. What exactly does the money go for?
The business. I put it all into the business. Most of the time I just put all of my money into the business. But you'll see, like, on Patreon, we usually tell, like, what equipment we have to buy, if we bought dyes. Most of the time it goes to actually just yarn. Half of the money goes towards the shipping for the yarn minis and the self-striping that you guys get. And then the little other half that I get to keep is, yeah, just yarn, dyes, masks. I often wear a gas mask, and so just supplies and equipment that I need. It's just support for, you know, running a small business, all the paper products that we need if we are printing, or, you know, bags and zip ties for the yarn, all kinds of stuff. And really, that's what Patreon's about. Other makers on Patreon, they do the same thing. They're just, you know, it's a little extra boost for a small business to help them keep going. And that's basically what Patreon is just support for a small maker or somebody that has, I think other people put them on there for other reasons too. If they're not artists, there are definitely other reasons on there. They rally for extra income. But it's funny, it's kind of like that buy me a coffee thing. I saw a lot of people doing buy me a coffee, and so people go on, I think it's on YouTube, and you click buy me a coffee and you give them a couple dollars on YouTube. That's like a new thing, I think. Or maybe it's an old thing that just became really popular. I don't know. I don't do that one, but I do Patreon. And then it's also a platform where the little bit of money that you give, you get to see extra of the business. Behind the scenes, you get to know us better, get to spend some one-on-one time with knit nights.
So it kind of gives us an extra platform to really get closer to knowing